Isaiah, how you doing?
Good.
Isaiah, how you doing? Steve Kyle.
Isaiah.
Good to see you.
Charlie.
Seat, man.
Yeah.
Something crisscross.
Clean.
Had to look good. Look good, perform good.
Big, tall tiger coming.
How passionate are they? And when you see sort of the intensity and the urgency that they live their life with, it really shows you that really does translate to the field.
I want to know what makes this guy tick. I want to know what's his motivation. Is he smart enough? Is he passionate in what he wants? Are they willing to put in the work to be better?
The interviews to me are by far, in a way, the most important part.
Well, let's start a little bit about your background, how you grew up, family life, the journey to Clemson, kind of the decision to come out.
Yeah, so originally born in Omaha, Nebraska. When I was 5 years old, my mom, my dad, my brother, we moved to Olathe, Kansas. My dad was a furniture salesman at Nebraska Furniture Mart, and they built a store in Kansas City, still called Nebraska Furniture Mart. But yeah, so he got transferred to that department there, or that store, and my family lived in Olathe, Kansas ever since. My older brother, he's 5 years older than me. He played at Kansas University, started at safety, switched to linebacker, sort of like myself. I went to high school at Olathe North High School, and I was a track athlete, and in track, I was mainly a long jumper, multi-state champion, school record holder, all that.
How far?
24/7, and 200, ran the 200, should have won state, but it's my fault. I slowed up at the line. Yeah, I thought I had it in the bag. It was my fault, but won state and the relays, and then football was obviously my main sport. And so funny story with Clemson, they came a month before signing day, convinced me to take an official there, and when I went there, I fell in love with it, like most do. Great place, great culture, great people. Just the way Coach Sweeney does everything. There's everything you could want within a program. And what I really liked about him is, as much as he is a football coach, he's also a mentor. So he's going to help you with life beyond football. And he understands that football, unfortunately, has to end one day, and he wants to set you up for life. So that was really important, as well as the educational standpoint at Clemson. Just his graduation rate is just like unmatched compared to anywhere else.
Never, ever, 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 ever had a Butkus Award winner until today. Isaiah.
So I was able to leave my degree. That was the main reason why I came back, is so I can get my degree and also just develop more, get more experience at the linebacker position.
So with all those five-star recruits and everything, was your ego a little bruised going into signing with them, or
No, not at all. I mean,
you were just happy to get
no, I wouldn't say I was happy. I was more hungry than happy.
Yeah, that's good.
Once you get to college, like, some stars don't matter. Like, that's all out the window. That's all for the media. It seems like a media competition now, just on who has these stars and things like that. So none of that ever mattered to me. I wasn't big in going to camps, everything. So when I went there, I just was able to prove myself because, like I said, the stars don't matter. Just like a guy like myself winning national championships, and maybe a guy who went to a Division II school, when you go to the NFL, that stuff don't matter. It's whoever can ball, you can ball. So that never really fazed me at all on who had what star.
What do you do in your spare time?
When it's warm out, I like the lake. Like to fish occasionally, get on a boat, just kind of hang out, and other than that, just hang out with family and friends. Like catch a movie here and there, Dave and Buster's, just kind of small things like that. But other than that, just normally hang out at home, watch TV, maybe play video games here and there.
How would you describe yourself as a leader on the team?
I would say I'm a verbal leader, as well as a guy that's going to lead by example, and I'm going to do everything even when nobody's watching.
And you feel like your natural position is what?
I don't have one. I feel like I play everywhere.
Of all those jobs you had this year, what was your favorite job?
I honestly can't say I have a favorite, just for everything I did, because I like getting a sack just as much as I like getting an interception. So it's really hard for me to pick apart What one
Did
position?
you like being
I'd
out to test on a wide receiver or in the box or back deep?
I mean, I think I just love football.
What was the hardest job for you
Hardest job?
on defense?
I would say probably playing like a Jack DN. I mean, it's real down there in the trenches.
It's different.
So I mean, that was my first year ever doing something like that. So at times it's a little difficult, but it's more the more I learned techniques and like got to watch film and people doing it, then the more successful I became at it.
How would you rate yourself on a scale of 1 to 10 as far as physicality?
10.
Physical. 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10.
So you go through people?
Yes.
4, 3, 9.
That is not normal. If you didn't know, that's not normal.
Consider yourself a cover guy or a run stopper? I mean, what do you?
Yeah, I mean, I
how
can
do you
do
see
it all.
yourself?
I mean, I can go cover your slot, tight end, running back, spy the quarterback, play in the box, post player, half player.
Did you work slot during practice, like covered?
Yeah, so
slot
in our
guys?
one-on-ones, I mean, I went against everybody. So the number 1 receivers and the number 2 receivers. So, it's just good practice to play everywhere.
Where do you see you need to improve at?
I would say my biggest weakness would be at times I get a little too aggressive and could get too buried in with interior alignment opposed to using my length to my ability and being able to manipulate them in different ways.
What are you here? Talk to me about this one.
Yeah, so this would be in the cover 4. I would come down on the line if the guy was attached. So if he was an attached tight end, then I would come down the line and be an edge defender, as well as a late flat player as well. So if he would
You'd still be a late flat player?
If the number 2 receiver was to run straight to the flat, then I would take it.
Okay.
That's what I mean by that.
Okay. Looks like you got a pressure going on here.
Yeah, so this is a blitz where I'm ripping into the B gap or I'm technically chasing the tackle's hip. That's my responsibility.
Okay.
And then coming underneath all blockers that come to me.
All right, now you're in the box. Two
Yes.
back set. What's going on here?
In this situation, I'm just a spy player for the quarterback. So wherever he goes, I go get him.
We gotta go.
All right, man, great job.
Thank you guys.
Good job, man. Good luck.
Thank you.
Great job.
Thank you.
What's that?
I'm good with that one. Good job, all right.